Your dog is talking to you every single day, not with words, but with behavior. And here's the uncomfortable truth. You've been misunderstanding most of it. Not because you're careless, but because nobody ever taught you how to read it. By the end of this video, you're going to understand your dog on a completely different level. You'll start noticing things you've been missing for years, and once you see it, you can't unsee it. Let's start with something simple, but very revealing. Why does your dog sit on your feet? Not beside you, not somewhere comfortable, but directly on your feet. That location matters. Your feet carry the strongest version of your scent. To your dog, that smell is not just familiar, it's identity, it's safety, it's you. So when they sit there, they're not just relaxing, they're anchoring themselves to the strongest signal of security they know. Now, pay attention to this detail. When someone unfamiliar enters the room, your dog presses harder, almost like they're locking in place. That's not anxiety, that's communication. This human is mine. And here's something most people miss. Your dog is also calming themselves in that moment. Your scent regulates their nervous system. You are literally their emotional reset. Now let's talk about something that causes a lot of misunderstanding and sometimes even breaks trust. Your dog is asleep. You touch them suddenly and they growl. Your first reaction? Shock, maybe even fear. But here's what's actually happening. When a dog is in deep sleep, their awareness is almost completely off, but their survival system is still active. So when they're touched unexpectedly, their body reacts instantly, before their brain has time to process who it is. That growl is not a choice, it's a reflex. Give it a second, watch carefully. Their body softens, their tail moves, they look at you differently. That's the moment recognition kicks in. If you punish that initial reaction, you're teaching your dog something dangerous. Being close to you while sleeping is risky. Instead, use your voice. Say their name. Let them wake up naturally. You'll avoid the entire problem. Now here's one that sounds strange, but is actually deeply biological. Why do some dogs eat dirt? It looks like bad behavior, but often it's not. Across the animal world, many species eat soil because it contains essential minerals, iron, calcium, magnesium. Sometimes your dog is responding to a deficiency. Their body is asking for something, and they're finding it the only way they know how. But here's where it gets important. If it happens occasionally, it's usually nothing serious. If it happens frequently, you need to pay attention. It could be diet or something else entirely. Boredom. A dog with no mental stimulation will create behavior, even if that behavior makes no sense to you. So before you correct it, understand it. Now let's look at something small, but incredibly smart. Your dog is playing. Things get intense. There's chasing, biting, energy building up. And then suddenly, they sneeze. That's not random. That's a signal. It means everything happening right now is still play. It's like a built-in safety switch. Without it, play can easily turn into a real fight. Think about it like this. Humans laugh after a joke to show they're not serious. Dogs sneeze. Same purpose. Try this next time. Fake a sneeze during play. Watch how your dog reacts. Some will pause. Some will respond. That moment tells you how tuned in they are to you. Now here's something that confuses almost everyone. Your dog is hungry. Food is right there, but they won't eat until you're nearby. Why? Because eating is one of the most vulnerable moments for an animal. Their head is down, their awareness drops. In the wild, that's dangerous. So they look for safety. And for your dog, that safety is you. Your presence tells their brain you're protected. But there's a hidden downside. If your dog always depends on you to eat, they may struggle when you're around. So you have to balance it. Stay nearby sometimes, but also teach independence. Even a few seconds of distance during meals can make a difference over time. Most people never reach this level of understanding with their dog. That's why they feel confused or frustrated. If this is helping you see things differently, subscribe. There's a lot more you're missing. Now let's talk about something that looks chaotic, but is actually healthy. The zoomies. Your dog suddenly runs like they've lost control. Fast, sharp turns, pure energy. Nothing is wrong. This is a release. Dogs are designed to move, a lot. But modern life limits that movement. So energy builds up inside their system. And when it reaches a point, it bursts out. This is that moment. You'll usually see it after baths, late in the evening, or after excitement. It lasts a few minutes, and then it's gone. Your dog resets completely. The best thing you can do, let it happen. Just make sure the space is safe. Now imagine this. You walk into your room and find something strange. A toy, food, maybe something you didn't expect, hidden in your bed. Why your bed? Because it carries the highest concentration of your scent. To your dog, that means maximum security, so they store valuable things there. It's not about logic, it's instinct. Even if your dog has never struggled for food, that instinct remains. And here's the interesting part. They might forget where they hid it, so don't be surprised if you find surprises later. Now let's shift to something emotional. When you feel bad, your dog reacts. You cry, and they come closer. They whimper.
They lick you. They stay near. Why? Because they can sense changes in you. Your breathing shifts, your heart rate changes, even your scent changes. Your dog detects all of it. They don't understand the situation, but they feel the emotion. And the response is simple. I'm here. Different dogs show it differently, but the meaning stays the same. Now this one is hard to ignore once you notice it. You bring out a suitcase, and your dog immediately changes. They sit on it, lie on it, stay close to it. That's not coincidence. Your dog has made a connection. Suitcase means you're leaving, so they act in the only way they can. They block it. If you can't pack, you can't go. Some dogs go further. They cling to your clothes. They follow every movement. That's not stubbornness. That's anxiety. They're preparing for your absence. Now, here's something simple but very powerful. Your dog sits and just stares at you. No sound, no movement, just eye contact. Why? If their body's relaxed, this is bonding. It actually releases connection hormones for both of you. It strengthens your relationship. But context matters. If their body's stiff, ears forward, intense stare, that's not bonding. That's tension. So always read the full picture, not just the eyes. Now think about this behavior. You move, your dog follows, room to room, even to places you'd rather go alone. Why? Because in their world, you are everything. You are their pack, their provider, their routine. And pack members don't disappear randomly, so they stay close. Not always because they're needy. Sometimes it's curiosity. Sometimes it's habit. And sometimes it's just connection. And finally, the behavior everyone thinks they understand, licking. Most people call it love, and yes, sometimes it is, but it's also more than that. Licking is communication. It can mean bonding, attention, curiosity, comfort, but the deepest reason goes all the way back to the beginning of their life. When they were puppies, their mother licked them to clean them, to stimulate them, to keep them alive. That association never disappears. So when your dog licks you, they're connecting you to that same feeling, safety, care, belonging. And sometimes when they focus on a specific spot, they may be detecting something unusual. Dogs can sense changes in the body that humans can't. Your dog isn't random. They're communicating with you constantly. Every behavior has meaning. The problem is, most people never learn how to see it. Now you do. So the next time your dog does something strange, don't ignore it. Don't dismiss it. Pause, look closer, and ask yourself, what are they trying to tell me? If this changed the way you see your dog, subscribe to Canine Theory, because once you understand them, everything gets easier.